Good morning. Hi, Kausar. It's very sad I can't see you all. Hi, Kashmira. Good morning. Yeah, hi, Shipra. This is the first time we are taking classes like that. I have already sent the link for today's lecture. I have already sent the link. Please check. Have you got it? Yeah, have you got it? Please respond. Yes. Then download it. I have already sent it. Yes. Please download it. I have sent the link. Today we will be doing oral communication. I have already sent it. Please check. Anybody, can you please send the link to these guys? Yes, thank you, Kausar. Guys, please take the link. Download it, please. Okay. Yeah, I had given you some question in the last lecture. How good listening skills. What was the question? How good listening skills are important for or to get your dream job. I'd given you this activity. Have you done this? Yes, anybody? Yes, Khushi, good. Khushi, I've already sent the link. Today we'll be taking up oral communication. We have sent it 2 times. We have sent the link. Please check. We have sent the link 2 times. Please check. Kausar, can you send the link again, please? Kausar, are you listening? Thanks, Anshul. Thanks, Kausar. Guys, please take the link. Yes, listening skills helps. Yes, good morning, everybody. I hope you all are keeping well. Yes, very good morning, Ritika. We have sent the link. Please download it. Link is not visible. We have sent it 3 times. This Kausar, thanks to Kausar, he has been sending it again and again. Thanks to Kausar. How it is not visible? Please send it to all the attendees. Kausar, please send it to all the attendees. Then they'll get it. Wait, Vaibhavi, wait. Good morning, Falguni. Good morning, Riddhi. Do not send to all the panelists, send to all the attendees. Good morning. Kausar, please send to all the attendees. I have sent it already. Wait, just wait. We got it now? We got it now? Yes. Okay. Rashi, I have sent it now. We have sent 4 times. Just now I sent it. See, it will take very long the way. Have you received? Many people have received. Those who have got, can you just send it again to all the attendees? How many times shall I send? Do not send to all the panelists. Please send to all the attendees. See, guys, students are sending you. How many times shall we do it? Yes, we should start the lecture. Okay, those who haven't got, still, I'll send it again at the end of the lecture, right? We can't keep doing this thing again and again. I'll send it twice. Yes. Today we are starting oral communication. Okay, you please listen. You please listen. Okay, I'll send it at the end of the lecture again. Today is oral communication, which is not very difficult. You can listen. You can improve your listening skills by this way. I'll send it again at the end of the lecture. Okay, we can't waste time on that again and again. So I had given you one question in the last lecture. How good listening skills can get you your dream job? I told you to give some bullet points so that yes, how good listening skills. Yeah, yeah. Just give the bullet points. Do not write the long lengthy lines. Okay. Just give the bullet points. Yes, yes. Stay focused. Reflects personality of a. Okay. Yes. Good. Stay focused. Okay. Or. Hmm. Confidence increases. Good. Patience. Develop our character. Patience in job. Improve concentration. And it's good for your growth also in the organization. No? It's very important. Growth. Personal growth also and professional growth too. Hmm. Yes, good. Stay connected and mental well-being. Good. Professional and personal growth. Yep. Yes, increase confidence. Attentiveness. Yes. So today also, those who haven't got the link, please listen carefully. Okay. Pay attention. Give 100% concentration. And there's nothing you can't remember if you are listening properly. Those who haven't got the link, please listen carefully. Okay, we are starting oral communication. Now, we have discussed already what communication is. It is the process of transferring message from one person to another with or without words. Please, now you please listen carefully. Do not keep pouring the questions about the link. You will get the link at the end of the lecture. I have told you I have sent it twice. If you haven't got it, I'll send it at the end of the lecture. Okay, please listen carefully. We can't waste time on that. Now, communication, as we have discussed, it is a process of transferring message from one person to another with or without words, right? Now, when it is with words, it is called verbal communication. When it is without words, it is called non-verbal communication. Now, verbal again, it includes words either spoken form or in written forms, right? Spoken is oral form. And the non-verbal, which are the without words, which are the body gestures like eye contact, like facial expressions, like appearance, right? They are the examples of non-verbal. So it oral and non-verbal will be taking today in oral communication. Verbal includes spoken and written. Spoken is oral, we'll be taking that, and the non-verbal, which are without words. For example, eye contact, your appearance, your facial expression, right? These are the examples of non-verbal. So oral communication. What is oral communication? It is a communication which we do with mouth. We use mouth. That is spoken words, right? So this mode of communication is highly used across the world because of rapid transmission of information and immediate response, instant replies. So this mode is used across the world. This is widely used, right? It can be either in the form of direct conversation. What is direct conversation? Like we are doing right now. It is face-to-face communication. It is through lectures, through seminars, through group discussions, right? And another is indirect conversation. For that, you use some media to converse. Media is medium or the media that is telephonic conversations, voice call, or the video calls. They are the examples of indirect conversation, right? So oral can be in the form of direct or indirect. Direct through face-to-face communication, like we're doing right now, through lectures, through meetings, through seminars, through GDs, and indirect conversation. For that, you use some medium, right? Like telephonic conversation, video call, or voice calls, etc. So the best thing about this mode is that parties to communication, they can notice non-verbal cues. Cues means hints. While we are talking in this best thing about this mode is the parties to communication, you and me, like, right? We can notice non-verbal cues. Non-verbal, I already told you, voice and pitch, etc., which makes communication very effective. Yes, you can check my tone, you can check my facial expressions. Through that, you can make out what I'm trying to say and how I'm trying to say, right? Now, you will tell me. Second is advantages of oral communication. You will tell me. Do not look at the this PDF. Think and tell. What are the benefits or advantages of oral communication? Do not look at the PDF, please. You can read it afterwards. Oral conversation, communication examples: saves time, good. Yes, saves time, yeah. Direct transmission, confidence, efficient, yes. Get confidence, good. Save time and cost also. Instant reply, yes. Yes. Message, yeah. Bonding, clear data. Okay, good. I hope and I trust you guys, you are not looking at the PDF. You can always do that afterwards. Just think and tell. That will improve your thinking also. Yes. Yeah. Get feedback at the same time. Effective. Yep. Helps in growth. Okay. Emphatic. Yes. Instant solution also. Yes. Hmm. Good. Very good. So now we'll go through the points given in the PDF. Now you can look there. There's a high level of understanding and transparency in the communication, as it is interpersonal. High level of understanding and transparency. There is no element of rigidity in oral communication. You see, in oral we are very flexible. We can always take back. We can change our words. No, I said this. No. I mean this also. I take my words back, right? And now I want to say this. I meant this. Okay, so there is a flexibility. There is no rigidity in oral communication. The feedback is spontaneous. In case of oral communication, decisions can be made quickly. It is time and cost saving. Very important. Time and cost saving. It is best in the case of problem solving. The conflict, dispute, many issues, differences can be put to an end by talking them over. See, the solution to everything is communication. Key to success is communication only, and oral is a major or important part of that. Oral communication, last time also we spoke about it. That was therapeutic listening, right? And you are listening to somebody, he's just talking. You are giving therapy by listening to the other person, right? So communication is very important, and it is key to success in any field. Yes, it is an essential for teamwork and group energy. It promotes receptive, encouraging morale among organizational employees, and it can be best used to transfer private and confidential information. This is the first page of PDF, advantages of oral communication. Now, second, again, I ask you guys, What are the disadvantages? Do not look at the PDF. We'll discuss it later on. What are the disadvantages? Misunderstanding. Good, Kritika. Very good. Do not look at the PDF, please. Think on your own. It needs active listener. Forgetting. No records. Yes. No evidence. Yes. No future. Yes. Difficult to understand. No evidence for future. Accent problem may be there. Yes. Repetition of words. Okay. One-sided. There. It needs concentration. Many problems. Jargons. Confusions. Yeah. No responsibility. No accountability also. No responsibility. No accountability. Take as informal. Yes. When it is the case of informal communication, then language can be a problem. Yes. Yes. Time consuming. Accent. Yes. No responsibility. No accountability. Lots of errors. Okay. So from your side, okay, no proof. Good. Partial listening. Yes. Good. Chances of errors. Good, Mega. Yeah. Not preferable for legal work. Good. Misinterpretation. बिल्कुल हो सकता है. Can't be reviewed. Yes. Okay. Now come to page number 2 and we'll discuss the disadvantages. Lack of attention. Okay, fine. Now relying only on oral communication may not be sufficient as business communication is formal and very organized. See, when you will go to the organization, you will work in the organization, oral communication is good, but it is not sufficient as business communication is formal and very, very organized. There you need the everything in written form. Oral communication is less authentic than written communication. Yes, it is less authentic. It is time saving as far as daily interactions are concerned, but in case of meetings, long speeches consume a lot of time, unproductive at times. They are not easy to maintain. Records cannot be maintained of oral communication, and thus they are unsteady. There may be misunderstandings as the information is not complete and may lack essentials. It requires attentiveness and great receptivity on part of receivers or audiences. Oral communication is not frequently used as legal records except in investigation work. So you guys gave me more disadvantages, more points than they are written in the PDF. So you guys know a lot. That's good. Now, can you tell me? Next point is barriers. Barriers of oral communication. What barriers do you think are there while communicating orally? Noise. Okay, language. Shyness. Do not look at the PDF, please. Use your own brain. That is important. Okay. Noise, expression, medium. Yes. Okay, semantic. Yes. Less confidence. Lack of attention. Yes. Good. Okay. Introvert, judgmental, understanding, clarity, yes, unsuitable words, self-confidence, lack of self-confidence, yes, network problem, abusive, concentration, yes, language. Okay, good, good, good. Egoistic, yes, grapevine communication, yeah, that is very, very important point, grapevine communication, yeah. Clarity, okay. Stage fear, yes. It is the biggest fear actually. Word with different meaning, jargons, when you use jargons, yes. Body language, vocabulary, yes. Correctness, poor words, good, yes. Nervousness, yes. Technical words, yes. Facial expressions, body posture, okay. Okay, fear, yes. Now we'll look at the barriers given in the PDF. You can check that. This lack of confidence, major, one of the biggest barriers in oral communication, lack of confidence. There's no confidence when you speak. Then poor vocabulary. Again, very, very important point. If you don't have the words, vocabulary, what is vocabulary? That is the words you use while you speak. See, it's very easy when we are speaking in our mother tongue. When we speak Hindi, it will not be difficult for us to find the words. But when we are speaking, we are not speaking our native language. This is another's language, a foreign language, right? So first of all, we don't have to feel shy. We don't have to feel that I don't have the confidence. We should not be scared of using the words. If you want to learn, if you want to speak, the first thing you have to do is get rid of your fear, okay, that I can't speak. This is not our language, first of all. We can speak in our mother tongue very fluently, but since this is a foreign language, if we are learning that, there's no point to feel shy in that, right? So lack of confidence, poor vocabulary, you don't have the right words to use at the right situation or the right place. Then weak attitude, then shaking personality, right? Then improper body language, what you are speaking, and your body language and your mouth, they should be at one page only. You are speaking something else, body language says something, that may be the barrier. Then stage fear is the biggest fear. Many, I heard from a very, very great and big motivational speaker, and he said that after death, second major fear is stage fear. Hmm? It's not easy for everyone to speak at the stage in front of so many people. So stage fear may be there. Then shyness, that introvert people, they don't speak much. They're shy. So shyness may be a barrier. There's less material or content. आपके पास content material ही नहीं है बोलने के लिए. What to speak, you don't know, right? Then bad pronunciation skills. You can't pronounce the words well, right? Then bad persuasion skills. What is persuasion? What is persuasion? Yes, act of convincing, moving ahead, understanding. Persuasion is you are influencing others. You can't influence others with your words, right? That is bad persuasion skills. Then not familiar with yes, convincing someone, yeah. Then not familiar with the audience. You don't know who the audience is. Then what to speak, and you can't connect with the audience, right? Then uncomfortable while speaking, yes. Then stammering a lot. आप हकलाते हैं. Stammering a lot while speaking, and usage of excessive fillers during the speech. Usage of excessive fillers during the speech. For example, can you give the example? Usage of excessive, yeah, good, Lakshmi. Yeah, fillers during the speech. And you know that we use words like that. Okay, yeah, they are the fillers. Fillers means, Riddhi, when we are conversing, we use many words in between. We give a pause, either we give a pause or we speak something in between of our conversation. Like, you know that, I mean, yes, I mean, the words like that, they are the fillers. Okay? Have you got the Riddhi? What the filler means? Actually, yes. Okay, Riddhi, good. Now these barriers, they can be overcome by continuous and vigorous practice. Okay, Shubhi. Yeah. Now these barriers, they can be overcome by continuous and rigorous practice. What you have to do? Observe others while they speak. Observe others who are good at communication. Observe them while they speak. Don't get disheartened if you fail. Just keep on practicing. The only way to communicate well is to practice and read, read, and read. That is the only way you can improve your communication, oral communication skills. Those who are good at communication, please observe them while they speak. Listen to them carefully, the words they are using. Pick up those words, write it down somewhere, and check their meanings and try to use those words daily actually in your conversation. That is the way to improve your communication skills. First of all, you have to listen very carefully what others are saying, those who are good at communication skills, right? Next is elements of effective oral communication. In PDF, please come to page number 3. It is elements of effective communication. Elements, what are the ingredients of effective communication? You see, uh, if you have ever messed up while communicating a message, right? As most people do, they must have. You understand just how important the different aspects of communication are. Communication is far more than just the words which come out of your mouth, right? It involves an intricate web of cues woven together to tell others what you really mean when you say something. You understand that? For that, you must sharpen your communication and leadership skills. So, we will go through the important elements or ingredients of effective communication. First is word choice. Okay, you understand what the word choice is? See, some people are naturally very, they have got the skill of communication, right? Not all are blessed with this skill. So those who are very naturally skilled, they always, you will find them always using right word at the right situation at the right place, which is very, very important. So if we feel we are not blessed with that skill, what we can do? We can do it through practice only. Suppose you are going for a meeting in the company, in any corporate you are working with, you are going for a meeting. What you can do is you can schedule time, when to say, write down the words properly, what to say, right? Write it down first. That is the very basic thing and very helpful thing. You write it down what you intend to say. Make sure you have effectively gotten your message across by asking the person with whom you are communicating. Yes, rehearse the conversation. You can rehearse it in front of mirror. That is the, that is very, very important and very effective thing. You practice in front of mirror what you want to say. There is no point of feeling shyness कि oh I am practicing this. मैं याद करके जा रहा हूँ, मैं रट्टा मार के जा रहा हूँ. There is no point. Do not shy in doing that. If you are a shy person, yes, if you are scared of doing, fears are there, you can never be able to communicate well. You cannot inculcate the skill of communication. Do not shy. Nobody is perfect in this world. Please understand that. So, whatever you have written to communicate, after that you must make sure whether that person has got your message or not properly. How? That day we told you, you must take the response. Very good, Lakshmi. You must take the response, feedback. You must get the feedback. Yes, that is how you will come to know whether your message has been conveyed properly or not. Feedback or response is very, very important, very, very necessary, right? So for word choice, you need to improve your vocabulary. For that, you must develop a habit of reading. Read and read. That is the only way to inculcate this skill of communication, right? Second is body language. How important the body language is. It is a powerful tool for communicating messages that includes all non-verbal cues, right? During communication. Body language. It includes non-verbal cues. I just told you what non-verbal cues are. They are facial expressions. They are eye contact. They are body postures. Yes, gestures. Yes. Okay. Eye contact, posture, gestures, facial expression. Now, body language can be far more powerful than spoken words. Yes, and gestures. Yeah. Body language can be far more powerful than spoken words. There is a study which has concluded that body language accounts for 55% of communication. There is a study done by some researchers. They said that body language it accounts for 55% of communication. You have to make sure that while communicating, you have to make sure that your body and mouth are on the same page when you speak. Body and mouth, they are at the same page when you speak, right? Okay. The first was word choice. For word choice, you have to improve your vocabulary. For vocabulary, you must listen to the persons who are good at communication. Listen to them carefully. Note down the words they are using, right? We may not know all the words, but those who are good at it, we must listen to them. Okay, and listening kaise karni hai? You do not hear. Listen actively. Try to understand what he's trying to say, right? इसलिए we did listening skills before this lecture to explain you, to communicate you well how important listening skills are for your oral and written communication, right? Yes, body language is the other point. Then the third point is hone your tone, hone your perfect tone. Yes, voice modulations, good, you know that. Hone your tone. Yes, yes, Lakshmi, pitch, its hone is your perfect. Perfect. The tone of your voice, it helps convey your attitude and emotions. Yeah, it shows your attitude and emotions during communication, right? Tone includes vocal inflections and word choice, and when improperly used, it can confuse your audience or end up sending an unintended message. If your tone is not right, tone is like you want to say something, but your tone is such that it conveys something else. The meaning, it changes the meaning altogether. The tone is very, very important. Yes, the tone shows your nature, of course, nature also, how you communicate, right? So tone is very, very important. Here example has been taken, then an apology offered with a snappy, I'm sorry. If I say, I'm sorry, okay, I'm sorry. There's a difference between okay, I'm sorry and oh, I'm really very sorry. Is there any difference? There is a difference of tone. So my tone shows whether I am saying what my intentions are. If I am apologizing, okay, I'm sorry. That shows my intention that it is not coming from the heart. I am saying just for the sake of saying formality. I'm just doing a formality. But when I say, oh, I'm really very sorry, I'll not do it again, please forgive me, my tone changes and my tone reflects my intention. So tone has to be, you have to keep your tone, what you intend to say. Tone should be, if you are really angry with somebody, your tone shows that. Even then, when you are saying sorry and you are angry from inside and you want to show that the other person must know I am angry with him, right? Then your tone and your pitch, that reflects everything. So tone has to be under control actually. If you want to say something, say no to something, do not say in a bad tone. No. If you want to say no, it has to be a firm no, but pitch should be under control. Right? If you're saying no to something, please say it firmly. No, I can't do this. I'm sorry, but I can't do this. Learn to say no. If you don't want to do anything, learn to say no, but it has to be a firm no. Your pitch should be under control. It should not be high. No, I don't want to do this. No. It can be said in this form. No, I don't want to do it. I said no. No means no. That is firm no. Right? Okay. For example, another example, in the organizations, companies, when boss, he's angry, then his tone would be scolding you. His tone would be very different. So tone reflects the intentions of the person. Right? If he's scolding you, his tone will change. It should not be too a tone again. It should not be too harsh. Voice should not be creaky. Yes, it reflects mood of people. Then there are other people also who are too soft. They just whisper. Then also you can understand. So communication should be at such a pitch other person can hear you. He can listen to you. One should not be too soft. You should not whisper in the ears of someone. That not in the ears. If you whisper, you would not be clear. Other person won't be able to hear you. Listen to you. Not hear, it's listen to you. So your tone has to be at such a pitch other person can understand what you want to say, and it reflects your mood also. Right? Okay. Then again, next point is be a good listener. Now, in the way you are listening to me, you should listen in that mode also. More also to be a good listener. I have told you in the last lecture the one quality in common with all successful people. That is, what is that? Yes, good listener, active listener. Yes. Most successful people, they have one quality in common, and that is they are good listeners. They listen more and talk less. Right? So fourth point is be a good listener. Yes. When you listen more, you will get more knowledge from the people who are good at communication skills, or they have other knowledge also. So be a good listener. When you are learning this communication skill, you have to be a good listener. Yeah, become a good listener by focusing intently on the words someone is communicating. Make eye contact and nod to indicate you understand, or ask question when he is finished. Yes. If there are things you are unclear about, you can ask after he finishes. Like in corporates, what happens? See, when you'll become a CS, I've already told you, it's a premium post. You are a part of the management. You sit with board of directors, MD, chairman, and discuss the things. CS is he's the advisor to board of directors. So board of directors, if you are CS, you are intellectual people, board of directors may be more intellectual than you. That's why they are sitting at that post, right? So what happens generally, bosses at the top, they generally give instructions in less words, right? And they take it for granted that you are listening and you are understanding. Okay. So they generally give instructions in less words. So you can't keep asking, what did you say, sir? What did you say, sir? No. They'll take it for granted that you are listening to them properly and you are getting their signals also. So one has to be that intelligent at this post that if bosses, even he gives a signal through eye and the person understands, that type of chemistry is needed in corporates and at such high posts. You understand that? For that, you have to listen very carefully. You have to develop your listening skill. So good listening is very, very important to become successful. Okay. Now, next is ways to improve your oral communication. How you can improve your oral communication skills. How you can improve your oral communication skills. Yes. Okay. Oral communication skill, it starts with understanding, reading, writing, and then presenting. Okay. Oral communication skill, it starts with understanding, then reading, then writing, and then presenting. Right? Do not let the inability to converse in English become your major barrier in your career improvement. You can overcome your fear, ignorance, etc. by improving skills in the following ways. Now, how we can improve our English oral skills? There are a number of ways, but we can discuss a few one out of those. First is understanding the fundamentals of oral communication. Fundamentals of oral communication. Before you step into the reality and advance your oral communication skills, it is quite essential to understand basics of communication skill. Do not refrain. Do not go away from practicing oral basic communication in English in the fear of making mistakes and getting embarrassed. Mistakes are the basic part of any learning process. Mistakes तो होती रहेंगी, but we should not refrain from practicing. We should keep on practicing. That is the only way. Yes, we learn from mistakes. Overcome hesitating. Yes. Yes, by gaining confidence. Yes. First is the understanding the fundamentals of oral communication. Second is frame in words what you think. Frame the words what you think. See, I heard in one interview where it was asked from when somebody asked Shah Rukh Khan, how you speak such good English? And he answered that I think in English. And actually, that is a very, very perfect way to improve your communication skills. You start thinking in English. Think in English. That way you will improve your vocabulary. You will go for words to check the words from dictionary. What does it mean? What does it mean? So you start thinking in English, you will improve your communication skills. You can improve your vocabulary also. When vocabulary is good, you can easily speak. See, the problem is the words, lack of words. We don't have the words because we don't know it. We can speak easily in our local language, in our mother tongue, but for a foreign language, we need the words. We must know the words, that is the vocabulary, only then you will be able to speak. So vocabulary is important. इसलिए think in English, whatever comes to your mind, convert that into English and find out the words. What does it mean? What does it mean? So frame in words what you think in English. Then kick off your hesitation and thinking about what people would think about you. What would be their perception? If you commit mistake while speaking is the greatest fear that almost everyone, especially non-native English speakers, experience. Hesitation and thinking what people would think about me. Give a damn to the people. Whatever they think, let them think. You cannot, you see, people can't, make, they cannot decide for you. People can't decide for you that you should do this or you should not do that. Do what you want, the way you want. Okay? So if there is some hesitation and you think what people would think about me, what they would comment about me, give a damn to it and just keep on practicing. Even if you are using wrong words, even if you are using wrong grammar, it's okay. Just keep on practicing, keep on speaking. And one day वो होता है ना, try and you will win. Try and try again. Keep on trying, keep on trying. So can you give me an example of a person, any person that comes to your mind, whose English is not that good, but he is very, very confident? Modi, yes. Okay, Sachin. Sachin speaks good English. Kapil Sharma, yes. I wanted to hear this name. Akshay Kumar, he speaks good English. But Kapil Sharma is the greatest example. Greatest example. You know, he's running a comedy show and he's so confident. He speaks wrong. He doesn't know. He speaks wrong English, but he's so confident. He doesn't hesitate. He's not shy. You seen? No, do not go to Pakistan or. But Kapil Sharma is the biggest example. He's earning a lot. Just look at his confidence. He speaks English. He speaks wrong English with confidence, and he keeps on asking, "अच्छा इसको ये कहते हैं? Okay, this is called this. Okay, my English is not good, but I am learning." So that is the confidence one should have. I am learning, but still he is learning, but still where is he today? This is the biggest comedy show. He is earning more than the film actors. You know that? He is paying so much tax. So he is not hesitant. He is very confident, even if he speaks wrong English. So I really am I am a big fan, not the biggest, but the big fan of Kapil Sharma for this quality. You know? And he has made this quality, he's using this thing in his comedy show as an asset. You know, it has become his asset actually. That he speaks wrong English, people laugh at him. He doesn't care for people. He does whatever you call it promotional tool, but he is so confident. People come and make fun of him. Have you seen? People come and make fun of him. Many times I have seen people come, they who speak very good English, they make fun of him, but he is not hesitant. He gives a damn to those people. That confidence should be there. You know, there are ऐसा नहीं है लोग नहीं है. There are people who can do well, and it's just the question of having confidence, right? So kick off your hesitance. For this, practice will make you perfect. The only way to inculcate the skill is practice, practice, and practice. Yes. Okay. So practice is basic learning process. For this, you have to interact with people. For practicing, you have to interact with people. You try to speak with your family, your relatives, your friends. Okay. That is the only way. Or you can speak in front of mirror. You can also do that. You can speak in front of mirror. You have to start with such things, small steps, and one day definitely the communication skill would improve. There's nothing which one cannot do, right? Then there are have been told effective techniques to improve oral communication skills. What are the techniques then? Read as much as you can. That is the, again I'll say, that is the only way. Read and read. Speak and speak. What you can read, read English newspapers, literature, right? Then magazines, novels. You can watch English movies also. uh, if you don't understand the accent, go to the subtitles, right? Subtitles, you can improve your English from that also. Watch English movies. You will learn their accent. When you will understand that, you will enjoy watching movies. And you will get so many words from there. Your vocabulary would improve. Second is check out dictionaries. Check out the dictionary. All the students must have dictionaries with them, right? Like you guys keep mobile, you do not move without mobile. So similarly, dictionary should be a part of your आपके बैग में important एक part होना चाहिए dictionary का. Now you can download the e-dictionaries also. So everybody has got smartphone. You can download dictionary. Without this, do not think to move anywhere, to go anywhere. Dictionary should always be there. Whenever you listen to a new word, immediately open the dictionary, check the word, check the meaning. Oh, it means this. Do not just nod your head for the sake of showing that, yeah, I understand. Right? Just note down the word, keep it here, register here, the new word. Okay, open the dictionary app, then check the meaning. Okay, it meant this. Okay, you feel so confident. I know this word now. Every day you learn a new word, right? Try to implement or try to use that word, make a sentence of that word, use that 3 or 4 times. It will register here. Okay. Dictionary. After that, listen to learn. Again, listening is the biggest quality to improve your communication skill. Listen, 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 read, 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 speak, speak, speak. That is the only way. What word did you learn? You learned a new word. What word was that? Filler, Riddhi. Okay. Yeah. Only by reading, by talking, you can learn new words only. Listening. Listen plus read, yes. Okay. Horn is perfect. Make your tone perfect. What to use, when to use, and how to use, where to use. Perfect your tone. Horn means perfect. Right? Fourth point is writing the necessary points. Yes, write down the necessary points. The message you are going to deliver today, wherever you are going, if you have to speak something, write down the message. Use good words. You can check with Google also. Some Hindi word is coming to your mind which is very good and you don't know the English word. Check with Google. There are so many apps these days. You can check with Google, right? How to pronounce it, that is also very, very important. Your pronunciation should also be perfect. Your accent should be perfect. Do not try to copy the foreigners. I'll speak in their accent. No. Where you reside, where you live, you must follow that accent only. Okay? To make other people understand, use the common accent of local language. Okay? Writing necessary points, then read out loud. Read out loud. Okay? Reading is indeed a good habit. You need to keep it up. But when you read, murmuring will certainly not help you in getting over your oral communication skill. Murmur. When you murmur, that doesn't help you. Read out loud. Speak loudly. And that is the best way is to do in front of a mirror. Read out loud. When you are alone, you are reading something, read out loud. That way, you can speak easily, you can converse easily when you are communicating with somebody. Read out loud so that the words that fits in your mouth, right? Then ask your guide or teacher or take the help of Google Translator. There are so many apps. Translation can be done easily, and you can get the new words. Google app can help you. Online dictionaries are there. Then I'm going to give an activity to you right now after this. Yeah. Enhance your vocabulary skill. Watch movies for learning more. I don't need to explain it again and again. Attend English activities around you, right? Then engage in debates and discussions. Engage in debates and discussions. I'm just going through the title points. Then inquisitiveness, the pillar to success. 15th point, last point. Inquisitiveness, the pillar to success. What is inquisitiveness? That is curiosity. Curiosity. Inquisitiveness is curiosity to know. That is the pillar to success. Unless and until you are curious to know the things. अगर आपकी इच्छा ही नहीं है, if you don't intend to do, nobody can help you. But if you have the curiosity, the inquisitiveness, yes, desire to know the things, curious, you are eager to know, you are curious to know the things, that is the pillar to success. One who is curious, he can reach his goals very easily and very quickly, because he'll do all the efforts, he'll put in all his efforts and perseverance also, right? It needs perseverance. Perseverance is efforts. If you are inquisitive, if you have decided to reach your goal, right, nobody can stop you. That way you learn easily, you learn quickly, and you get the good results also. So this quality of inquisitiveness, to be curious about to know the things, you are eager to know this, develop this quality in yourself, inculcate this habit of curiosity, that I want to know this. Whatever you see, it may not be related to your subject. Like you're doing CS, it is not that बस आपको CS ही पढ़ना है. No, we did current affairs, we learned a lot about what is happening in the world, and you must be now watching the TV also. What's going on these days? What's the news? That may not be related to your subject, but you are aware of the things. Yes, Indochina, yep, yeah, war may take place. There are full chances. Yeah, good, you are aware, very good, right? War is not connected to your CS subject, but you are aware, you have the information, you are curious to know. When one is curious, nothing can stop him to be successful. He can reach the heights, one who is curious to know the things, right? So curiosity is a habit which everybody must inculcate in himself. These are the qualities of listening, reading, to be curious. These are the qualities. Nobody is born with all the qualities. See, you have to acquire. Everybody is born with one or two qualities, but other qualities you have to acquire. And how you can acquire? Through practice only. That is the only way. Practice, 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 and you will acquire the habits. Right? Hard work is the key to success. There is no shortcut to success. Please remember that. There is no shortcut to success. You have to give your efforts. You have to put in 100% efforts. Only then you can uh, you can be successful. Right? So here I'm stopping with oral communication. We have told you a lot. Now the activity for you guys for today. I'm giving you a topic. I'm giving you a topic. Yes, I am a CS. I am a CS and LLB. I did my LLB from Delhi University and CS from Delhi only. Yeah. Now the activity for today, I want 2 or 3 people. Yeah, this is a practical session on oral communication. Lakshmi, can I request Lakshmi and anybody else? Kausal, could you come forward? Garima. Okay, I want 3 to 4 to 5 people. Lakshmi, yeah. Okay, fine. Fine. Let me just note down your names. One is Lakshmi. Lakshmi, are you ready for this? Just a practical session. Oral communication. Okay, good. Thanks, Lakshmi. Shipra. Sorry, I didn't get your name. Garima. Okay. Next is Garima. Ritika. Okay. Then Kausar. Kausar, would you like to participate? Kausar. Okay, one is Kausar. Boy, there are 3 girls. I want one more boy. Sheikh Arbaz. Sheikh Arbaz. Would you like to participate, Sheikh Arbaz? Okay. Okay. We have just, I would give you, okay, see, I cannot take everybody. You please try to understand. There's so many participants. So it's just an activity. Others will listen to you. Right? I'll call the name, then you can switch on your audio. I'm giving you the topic. Other people, you can just just think and prepare it in your mind what to speak. Topic we are taking is scenario of the world after of the world economy after COVID-19. Yes. Can I call other people, other guys? Will you please think about this? Collect your information. I just want to see how you would communicate, how are you good, or how good you are at oral communication. Lakshmi, can we start? Yes. Lakshmi. Scenario of the world economy after COVID-19. You have just 2 minutes. इससे ज़्यादा हम नहीं दे सकते हैं. Please try to understand. Hi, Lakshmi. 2 मिनट भी ज्यादा हैं. Actually, we can make other guys also to participate. How can we hear Lakshmi? Please switch on your audio. Okay, it has been muted. Hmm, you can't do that. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, let me just speak with him. Or what we can do. Okay, we'll do one thing. You just prepare this topic. In the next lecture, we'll start with this. Then I'll you have to speak just for 1 minute. Okay. Yes, you can do group discussion also. Very nice. Good idea. On chat. On chat, see, it's too fast. I can't read it. Whatever you will write, I won't be able to read it. It is just to check your oral communication part. So I just thought today that we'll do this activity. We can take. You will get only 1 minute to speak. Okay. Topic is scenario of world economy after COVID-19. World economy. Right? Okay. Just wait. If I'll try to check to tell that person to turn on your audios. Just wait. Sorry guys, abhi I'm not able to connect with him. So hear me? Okay. So I tried to connect with him, but I could not. So next time I'll definitely tell him to switch to turn on the audios so that you can we can discuss it. ठीक है, तो जितने लोग कर सकते हैं आप तैयार कीजिए अपना. हम ले पाएंगे तो एक एक मिनट हम सबका ले पाएंगे. लक्ष्मी, गरिमा, रितिका, कौसर, शेख, हरबाज, दीज आर 5. अगर कोई और भी आना चाहे तो 5 और लोग हम नेक्स्ट टाइम वी कैन टेक. ओके, so your topic is scenario of the world economy after COVID-19. You have to speak for 1 minute. Yeah, I'll take in the next lecture. Okay. Okay, Lakshmi, Garima, you guys are your names are there now in my list. Whosoever wants to speak on this. Okay, this is one topic. I'll giving another also. Role of, you can write down, role of professionals role of professional ethics Are you writing? Yes. Role of professional ethics towards corporate governance. Yes, this is a topic. There are two topics now. 5 people can speak on first scenario of world economy after COVID-19. Second topic, 5 other people can speak on this topic, that is role of professional ethics towards corporate governance. Okay, whosoever would like to participate, we will do it in the next lecture when we will start the written part, right? Before that lecture, before we start another lecture, I'll take up, we'll give 10 minutes to this oral communication part. 5 people are there for scenario of the world economy after COVID-19, and 5 people I want for role of professional ethics towards corporate governance. See, professional ethics, very, very important. I told you that day also. Okay, fine. You choose your topic. I'll choose the people in the next lecture. Okay. You have to speak for 1 minute only. 1 minute is enough. Don't worry. So that we know whenever you will go for the interview, right? So you need oral communication is the only way people makes judgment about you. They make opinion about you. Your body language, your words you choose, your pronunciation part, they are very, very important. You know, first impression you made through your outer appearance only, right? उसके बाद आता है next your inner appearance, that is your ethics part. What is your thinking? What you think? Is money is the only money is the only motivator for you to work? You see, the people sitting on the interview panel see a lot of things about the candidate. It's not only your degree they'll get impressed with, it is the way you talk and your thinking, your ethics part, the principles in life, they are very, very important. They look for everything. They look for a complete person. And one who is good at ethics, he is considered to be an asset for the organization. You don't want to leave such person, right? So your outer personality plus your inner personality, that also matters a lot. I told you that day also, the degree can just get you a job, but how you can maintain and sustain and grow on that seat, it is by your professional or your ethics only. Second topic is role of professional ethics towards corporate governance. Okay? It gives you growth personally and professionally. You grow if you show ethics. I told you that day, Tata is the only company which we know and very famous for professional ethics. They follow ethics completely. Tata's name is on the top of the list. Right? Yes. Before that, okay, you can share your thoughts on this topic, because we cannot switch on your audios. So, you can share your thoughts on the topics. Scenario of world economy after COVID-19. Can you share your thoughts on this topic? Spoken part we'll take in the next lecture. Yes, GDP will decline, Lakshmi. Okay. Right now, yes, we can discuss it. Degradation of, okay, by 6%. Good. You, if you have this type of information, that's very good. You guys are very amazing, really. You have good information. You are very updated. Okay. GDP declined. Okay. If you have to explain this, if the person on the interview bench asks you about the scenario, present scenario, Whenever you will go after 2 years or 3 years, that scenario, scenario of the economy, you must know that. You must be able to communicate and explain to them. That is what the importance of oral communication is, that you are aware of everything. Yes, good. Okay. After COVID-19. Okay. Decrease the financial growth. This you are telling me the impact of COVID-19 on economy. Okay, can you, is this COVID-19 has given only the negative things? No. Has it proved to be a blessing in disguise for India? Yes, it has been. It has proved to be a blessing in disguise for India. How? Yes, actually for world also, but economically, economic growth. Has India got benefited by this? Yes. How? How? You are saying unemployment would increase after COVID-19, but do you see uh, its positive part? Do you see benefit India would get through this pandemic? Yes. No? India would be a major you know, gainer होगा वो यहाँ पर. How? Many we discussed it earlier also that many companies have decided to wind up their business from China. Now they are looking at India as the as what? India is a big market. India is their new destination. That is why China is getting angry. He can't take it. That is why he's doing all that stuff at LAC. A German company has already uh, it has already started a plant in UP. A German shoe company already started a plant in UP. So this pandemic is it could prove to be a blessing in disguise also for India. Yes, shifting from China to India. So when so many companies will come to India, they will invest in India. What will happen? What will happen when they'll invest in India? Employment would increase, GDP would increase, our economy would get stronger. Yes, growth would be there. Domestic income, yes. Export would increase, import would decrease. Make in India, this Make in India movement, it will give us the quality at a reasonable price. Yes, good, good, good. Okay, these are the points for world economy after COVID-19, right? Now, second point, can we discuss role of professional ethics towards corporate governance? Role of professional ethics. Are ethics necessary? First of all, are ethics necessary? Yes. then what will be your role? You are going to be a CS after 2 to 3 years. What will be your role? You will be a professional, premium professional, right? Is money everything? First of all, is money everything? Is definitely a motivator, the greatest motivator. But you must have read that Maslow's theory, need theory. Yes, need theory. After you meet your basic requirement, then you go to another step. Then you go to another step. There are 5 to 6 steps in Maslow's theory. It's a pyramid. If you have seen that, yes. So what is the last step? Self-actualization. Very good. Self-actualization. So when your basic needs are met, then you go for another, then you long for another. When all are met, then at a point comes when even the money does not matter, because you have got so much. Money does not matter. Then what do you look for? Then you look for self-actualization, self-realization, recognitions, right? So that proves money is not everything. What will get you to the last point of self-actualization? What quality will get you to the last point? Self-actualization, ethics. It is your ethics, your desire to do good, your capability to distinguish between right and wrong. When you go for right, when you know what is wrong, what is right, you go for the right, and right will take you to the last step of self-actualization, where what do you do in self-actualization? What do you do? What is self-actualization? Introspect. Yes, yes. You try to explore yourself. Self actualization, you try to explore yourself. So money is not everything. A point comes, saturation point aa jata hai, where you realize I was running after money, I was running after worldly things, but they are not going to give you ultimate peace and happiness. So where does it lie? Where does it lie? The ultimate peace and happiness. That is the point of self-actualization. When you try to explore yourself, then you find that ultimate happiness and pleasure is inside me, and I was searching it outside. That is the point of self-actualization. Yes, inner peace. Yes, that is the ultimate thing. You know? Now what we are doing, we think real happiness lies in the worldly things, so we run after that. We want to become this, we want to become that, we want to get this much of money, these are our goals, and we want to reach our goals. We'll do anything to achieve our goals, right? Then we are at the last point of Maslow's theory, last steps of basic requirement. Then you long for love, then you long for good environment, you long for social needs, yes, social security. Step by step by last step, when you get everything, you get bored of that also. Then you look for self-actualization. Have you read the book? If you have not, please read the book, Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. Has anybody read that book, Monk Who Sold His Ferrari? If not, please read that. Please read that. I would really request you to read the book, Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. Monk, Ferrari is the ultimate car. Yeah? It is the ultimate car. उसको भी पाकर, you did not get the ultimate happiness or peace even after getting the ultimate things of the world. Ferrari is the most expensive car. He sold that and became a monk. So where was the ultimate happiness? So professional ethics, they tell you, they teach you these things. So professional ethics are very, very important for your personal and professional growth. Right? So these are two topics. Write 4 or 5 points about this by Robin Sharma. Yes. I would recommend everybody to please read this book. This will improve your vocabulary. This will give you good sentences also. You can quote good things, right? Wherever you go, you can quote good things, good points. It's Monk Who Sold His Ferrari by Robin Sharma. Monk, M-O-N-K. Monk means सन्यासी, साधु बन गया. फरारी बेचकर अपनी साधु बन गया, तो इसका मतलब फरारी में भी सुख नहीं, अल्टीमेट सुख नहीं था, राइट? Ultimate peace or happiness was not there even with the Ferrari. So he sold and became a monk. Pada hai good. By Robin Sharma. Those who haven't read it, please, I would request to read this book. Otherwise, also reading should become a habit. Develop the habit of reading. If you want to communicate orally, if you want to communicate well, reading, develop the habit of reading and listening. Okay. So we are, yes, Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. It's up to you if you want to read or not. But I suggest to all my students to read this book. Otherwise, also reading is a good habit. It improves your vocabulary. It gives you good lines, good quotes where you can use in oral communication. That leaves a very good impression about you. So the more knowledge you have, the more good you can speak. More knowledge you have, more good impression you can leave. So we are ending our session here. It's time now. So I've given you 2 topics. Next lecture we'll start with the this thing. I request that IT guy to turn on your audios, but it should not be that disturbance should not be there. You have to make sure. Only the person's names I'll call, only they will speak. Otherwise, others would listen. Okay? Okay, Lakshmi, Garima, Ritika, Kausa, Shekhar Bas. You are there for scenario of world economy after COVID-19, and other 5 people, role of professional ethics towards corporate governance. Right? Okay then, guys, see you again. Bye. Have a good and productive day. Do not waste your time. Time is very, very precious. Bye, everybody. Bye. See you again.